We all face different problems throughout our lives. The usual problems revolve around our jobs, health, finances, interpersonal relationships, and everyday life. Even if it may seem trivial to some, it's first important to realize that we have a problem. But how do we recognize a problem? The beginning of a problem becomes noticeable through chronic dissatisfaction. We then feel uncomfortable, not belonging, helpless, under or overburdened, unappreciated or passed over. If we don't do anything, the next stage comes and we react emotionally. So, fear, anger and grief are another indication of a problem. If we also ignore these signals, our protective mechanism kicks in and tries to point out the problem through a complaint. Typical complaints can be a headache, a stomach ulcer, back pain, dizziness, tinnitus, or a skin rash. This is then the third stage. In general, one can say that a problem is a disruptive factor that limits our quality of life. Figuratively speaking, a problem is like a small stone in a shoe. We can keep walking despite the small stone, but the small stone can keep bothering us and hurting us. Some people walk all the way home with a small stone in their shoe. Others take the shoe off immediately and remove the small stone. So, everyone perceives something different as a problem and deals with it in their own way. If we don't respond to a problem for a longer time, it's usually because we are in a dilemma. This means that we perceive both possible solutions as equally bad. It's understandable that we don't want to choose a bad solution. But sometimes a bad decision is better than no decision at all. If we step on the spot and don't want to or can't make a decision, our heart and mind don't agree. So, if we want to solve a problem, we have to somehow align our heart and mind. The heart represents the child in us that likes to play and wants to be free. The mind represents us as an adult who acts reasonably and responsibly. In order to solve our problem, our heart and mind have to negotiate in order to reach an agreement or at least a compromise. Another way to solve our problem is to seek the cause of the problem. In doing so, we should bear in mind that the obvious problem, in most cases, is not the real problem. The real problem lies within us. It's our basic needs that we can't adequately meet right now. Our basic needs include the need for connectedness, for autonomy, for recognition, for consistency, for change, for authenticity, and for meaning. So, if we want to solve a problem, we first have to find out which basic need we can't adequately meet right now. Sometimes we want to be independent, but our situation doesn't allow that at the moment. Sometimes we are lacking a good friend to support us or a meaningful task. The following questions help us to get a little closer to the solution. Who am I and what suits me? Or to put it another way, why am I unbalanced and what will bring me back into balance? Once we have found the answer to that, we should make a plan and implement it. This is the way to solve a problem. If we manage to change our negative perspective and consider a problem as something positive, we can recognize its benefits, because problems give us the impetus to develop further and improve our quality of life.